business, and I don't like I ain't no ass nigga.
Stop playing with my name.
What's up? What's up with you, bro?
What I'm doing?
Where the breakfast at? Like, y'all trying to play me. Y'all ain't let my people up neither, bro.
From Birdman demanding respect to Gucci Mane's explosive confrontation with Angela Yee, these moments have sparked viral chaos, and these are the top 10 most heated interviews on The Breakfast Club. First up, we have Gucci Mane versus Angela Yee.
He didn't even get a chance to you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I regret that because he's dope, and when I was away, I got a chance to really hear him. So it's just like, soon as he like, what's up? I'm like, hey man, is your buddy with you? What car he
You
in?
ready to pop off?
Instantly. So, but he dope as hell.
It all started back in 2010 when Gucci Mane was a guest on Angela Yee's lip service show. Angela, as usual, kept the vibe fun and flirty. She's known for asking bold questions that make her guests loosen up.
Gucci got a good
That
memory.
you definitely, no.
Lip service shit, stop it.
That definitely was not me.
I don't know.
Gucci Mane said that he did lip service before with you and Melissa Ford.
All right, so let's clear that up. Gucci Mane was never on lip service. If you see that video clip,
There's a
which
clip
by the
that
way,
he
I
played.
do have that full interview at home, so I might put that out one day. But anyway, when you see the video clip, it clearly says The Morning After, which is a morning show that I had on Shade 45 on Sirius. Lip service was a nighttime show. And the other part of that is I was with Melissa Ford in Atlantic in Vegas for the iHeart Festival. And she said, I don't know why Gucci Mane said that I was on lip service with you because I wasn't even there. I've never even met him.
But with Gucci, the energy was different. She dropped some suggestive comments, and Gucci, being the confident guy he is, leaned into it with bold responses. It was playful, but the back and forth had people buzzing. Was it just banter, or was Angela seriously feeling Gucci? That interview became the talk of the town, with fans speculating if there was more to their interaction than just radio talk.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
You used to be texting me what hotel you was at.
That is a lie. That, never. You must got me confused with somebody else. I'm an unborn child. I have never hit Gucci asking him what hotel he's in.
I don't know. What you believe in, Charlamagne?
Nah, I wouldn't do that.
I ain't never known Gucci to be a liar, man.
Picture me hearing somebody saying, what hotel are you in?
Hey, man.
Everybody get home?
Fast forward to 2017 and Gucci's back, this time on The Breakfast Club. Things were cool until he casually dropped a bombshell. Angela had supposedly tried to hook up with him back in the day. Oh, you can bet Angela didn't let that slide. She denied it immediately, calling the whole thing absurd and a complete lie. But Gucci wasn't backing down. He doubled down, claiming Angela had texted him asking which hotel he was staying at. You could feel the room get awkward. Angela defended herself, saying Gucci must have confused her with someone else.
So the day that I got off house arrest and the first time I flew to New York, by the time I landed, he had died.
That's
So
awesome.
and I had shot him out in my song because I never got a chance to really hook up with him when I did the song last time. I did that before he died.
What really set this apart was how far Gucci took it. He laughed it off, saying Angela was embarrassed, not him. It wasn't just a casual claim, it turned into a full-blown on-air confrontation. Fans were divided. Some believed Gucci was just being honest, while others thought Angela's reaction was proof she had nothing to hide.
Wait, of course not.
I'm saying, come on,
She
guys.
didn't try it.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
She was on my dick back
That is a lie.
then. I'm not lying.
No, we was cool. I was not on your dick. Stop
You
it.
used to be texting me what hotel you was at and shit like
That is a lie. That, never. You must got me confused with somebody else.
Even after the interview ended, the drama didn't. Gucci later did a solo interview with Charlamagne where he doubled down on everything. Angela, she held her ground, denying it all. The whole thing added an extra layer of tension to their professional dynamic, and many even speculated it contributed to Angela eventually leaving the show. True or not, this saga remains one of the messiest and most talked about moments in the Breakfast Club's history. Next up, we have Nicki Minaj versus the hosts.
You always do these personal songs that are very much about, I think, kind of inspirational. Like Moment for Life was one of them. Freedom seems like the one on the re-up. That's that personal, inspirational, motivational song that really talks about the struggles that you went through and what you're going through right now. Is that one of your, it feels like that's one of your favorite songs that you just did.
I do love it very much. Like, it kind of puts everything into one little tiny song for me. It's like it describes everything I was feeling, everything that has been said to me, everything that I would like to say to the world. It kind of just puts everything on that one song, and Boy Wonder did an amazing job with that beat. I love it so much. Yes, did you see it?
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh my goodness.
So it all started.
You know Nicki Minaj doesn't mess around, right? So when she showed up on The Breakfast Club and realized Angela Yee hadn't even watched her latest music video, she was not happy. Imagine putting your heart and soul into your work, only for someone to say, "Oh yeah, I didn't see it." Nicki was not about to let that slide. She immediately called Angela out, saying it was unprofessional and downright disrespectful. And honestly, she wasn't wrong.
No, he didn't.
I saw the makings of it and I saw the pictures from it, but
Don't nobody want to ask you the Bob if he saw it.
We know you saw it. We know you saw it.
I did see it.
I don't understand how are y'all on radio, and especially if you know an artist is about to come up to your show and you know she just put out a video, what would make you not watch it? That's why, like, when I go to the UK, my fans are like, "Oh, you always have the best interviews out there," because it's a knowledgeable interview. Like, they know what they're talking about. They've done the research. Even when I do magazine interviews, it's such a turn up when people don't even know anything that they're talking to me about. Like, how you gonna ask me about a video and you haven't even seen it? The video is 4 minutes.
we watched all of the E-series. We watched all of that, and we've seen all of your videos before that. We've heard the album. We know the songs on the album. We're familiar
What's
with
your
it.
favorite song on the album?
But here's where it got really good. Nicki flipped the whole vibe of the interview. Suddenly, it felt like she was the one in charge. She started grilling the hosts, asking how they could even do their jobs without doing proper research. Charlamagne, in classic fashion, tried to lighten the mood with some jokes, but Nicki wasn't having it. She kept pushing, pointing out how things would be different if she were being interviewed in the UK or by a more prepared team.
What's your favorite song on the album?
I do like High School. And I like Freedom.
And I don't even.
Thank you-
I'm
thank
not
you,
even like the
Charlamagne.
biggest fan of Sierra.
But I'm legit as hot. Thank you. But you're on radio, and that's exactly when I was.
Son of
Anyway,
Nick.
I'm not even gonna go there. Especially when somebody's coming up to your station, say, "You know what? Let me see what I'm gonna talk to Nicki." Angela, I'm a female on there. I'm gonna ask Nicki about what she was wearing in the video. Let me watch the video. I don't know what's happening now that you with these boys.
Oh,
but
boy.
when you and I used to do interviews on the your other show,
Lip Service.
you were like, you knew everything.
The thing about Nicki is that she knows her worth and she makes sure everyone else knows it too. She wasn't angry for the sake of being angry. She was teaching a lesson. She made it clear that if you're going to invite her on your show, you better come correct. It wasn't just about the video, it was about respect for her craft.
Now I feel like certain things you don't want to discuss. We
But-
don't want to ask you
but
about
what
that
about
because
the
some
video?
things that might be too personal.
But that's the whole
mess with
point.
Nicki.
Y'all want to either discuss something personal or not discuss anything that I'm here to talk about. How do you not watch a video of an artist that's coming on your show?
No, we'll talk about the
Of the
Thanksgiving
single.
giveaway. We'll
I
talk
have-
about the
I have the
Re-Up
Re-Up
magazine.
album.
Then we want
Let's
to talk
bring the
about.
video in here so the Breakfast Club can watch it. But I just shot a video for Freedom, and you should go and watch it.
We do know a lot about Nicki Minaj. We have done a lot of research on you. It's one thing that I haven't seen.
Did you see the DVD that came with the album?
Yes, I did.
No, you did not, Angela.
I saw
Why
it.
are
I
you
watched it.
lying?
I'm not lying.
90 minutes.
Listen,
I love you, babe. I
It's
love you,
getting
but you're
awkward.
lying.
Oh my God.
If y'all gonna interview me, at least give me the respect to
what
do
I'm
some
talking
research prior to the interview, so you could. So I'm not up here like, no, I'm not here for your entertainment. I'm here to talk about something, and you guys know what I'm here to talk about.
By the end, you couldn't help but feel bad for Angela and Charlamagne. They were squirming in their seats, trying to smooth things over, but Nicki wasn't letting them off the hook. It's one of those interviews that's equal parts cringe and iconic. Nicki walked out of that studio with her head held high, and the hosts were left reevaluating how they prepare for interviews. Love her or not, you have to respect her for always standing her ground. If you thought that was bad, wait till you see this interview with Birdman.
Let's go on there. Let's go. Stop playing with my name. Let's go.
Let's do it on camera.
Stop playing with my name. I
Let's
ain't
go
gonna
right
say it
on
no
in.
more.
This one's a certified Breakfast Club classic. Birdman didn't just walk into the studio, he stormed in with his entourage, and you could tell from the jump that he wasn't there to play nice. Before anyone could even say hello, he was already firing shots. "Stop playing with my name," he said, and not just once, he repeated it like a mantra. Angela, DJ Envy, and Charlamagne looked genuinely confused, but Birdman wasn't interested in explaining himself.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
He done cursed us out. Tell him, get it off your chest, Birdman.
Said it already. I ain't gotta talk no more.
Cause I don't understand the angle. Like what?
Said it already.
Here's the kicker. Birdman didn't even really want to talk. He was there to make a statement and leave. He pointed fingers at Charlamagne specifically, saying he could have pulled up on him elsewhere, but decided to handle things face to face. And Charlamagne, he was calm but clearly treading carefully. You don't mess with someone who walks in like that.
Absolutely.
You understand me? I knew a few places you was at. I could have pulled up, but I don't think that was gangster. I wanted to come look you in your face like a man and tell you how I feel.
Okay.
You understand me? Straight up like a man.
So what's
No
the
shit,
issue?
no sugar. Ain't no issue. If it was an issue, you'll feel me. I just come to let y'all know. Stop put some respect on my name.
The interview was barely 2 minutes long, but it was packed with enough iconic moments to last a lifetime. The line that cemented Birdman's status as a meme legend, "Y'all finished or y'all done?" That's right, he didn't even stick around to answer questions. He just dropped the mic and walked out like a boss.
Y'all finished or y'all done? I ain't got no more talking. Let's rock.
All right.
All right, Buck. See you later, nigga. Yeah.
Well, grand opening, grand closing.
What makes this moment even better is how viral it went. Fans were quoting Birdman for months, and the memes absolutely unmatched. The tension in that room was off the charts, but it also solidified the Breakfast Club as the go-to place for unpredictable and unfiltered interviews. Next on the list is when Dame Dash schools the host.
Actually, you talk about Harlem a lot, you know, when you're just talking or from a long time. How did you meet up with Jay-Z, who was from Brooklyn? Because like you guys, Harlem guys are tight.
You really still curious about the Jay-Z?
Absolutely.
You don't know the
People are
story?
always curious.
Can I ask you a question? Because have you never asked this question from me before about Jay-Z?
I have, but I was on a smaller scale. It wasn't as big as the
So wait,
Breakfast
let me
Club
ask you a
is
question.
now.
Do you think everybody knows that?
I don't think everybody knows that answer.
Do you know the answer?
Yeah.
Now, you know Dame Dash doesn't hold back, right? So, when he came on The Breakfast Club in 2015, things got heated real quick. It all started with DJ Envy asking him about his history with Jay-Z. You'd think after all these years, people would have let that go, but nope. Dame was not here for it. He flat out refused to answer, basically saying, "How many times do I have to tell the same story?" You could feel the frustration.
If your son needs a job here, can you give it to him? No.
No.
If your son needs to get some money out the bank from here, some cash flow, can you get it?
No.
All right, you don't own this.
But I can take
Stop,
the, I
I'm
can
just
take the
telling
money
you.
from here to invest in
No,
myself.
it's not yours. I'm not gonna fight for something I don't own.
But instead of just shutting it down and moving on, Dame flipped the whole interview. He started schooling the host like a dad who caught you slacking. First, he went off about what it means to be a real man. According to Dame, if you got a boss, you're already losing. How can you call another man your boss? That's like calling someone your daddy, he said. He made it clear, if you're not owning your own business, you're doing it wrong.
That doesn't mean you work for somebody. See, they let you believe that. So then what happened was, based on a formula. You want to know what a formula is? It was profit times a certain number. So if you make this much profit times 7, that's how much your number is.
Okay.
Based on that formula, they bought the rest. That's it. That's not nobody giving me money.
And poor DJ Envy, he looked like he wanted to disappear into his chair. Dame straight up told him that working for the Breakfast Club means he's not a real man. Charlamagne tried to play it cool, asking questions to keep the convo going, but Dame wasn't letting anyone off the hook. He wasn't just criticizing them, he was on a full-blown mission to teach them about entrepreneurship and self-respect.
So you basically saying because they have a boss, there's no pride in it?
I think because people on the radio tell people it's okay to have a boss, they don't understand that they can have more. And because of the direct-to-consumer relationship, the internet, there's no excuse. So when I make a movie like Losades, I don't have to ask if I could put Daniel in a movie. I just do it. I had to ask if I could put... Wait, hold on. I had to ask if I could put Cameron.
By the end, people were split. Some thought Dame was being preachy and arrogant, while others were like, damn, he's got a point. Whether you agree with him or not, you couldn't deny the energy he brought. It wasn't just an interview, it was a wake-up call. Love him or hate him, Dame made sure you'd remember what he said long after the camera stopped rolling. Which brings us to Soulja Boy's viral meltdown.
When we talk about what is the industry, music industry. You're a music artist.
Musically.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So you're not disrespecting me. You just kicking facts. Is that an opinion or is that a fact?
I would think it's
It's
a
an
fact.
opinion.
No,
That
I
ain't no
would think it's
goddamn fact.
if
These
it-
are all opinions.
It's a fact when it comes musically. Musically.
Why?
Stop all that yelling in here now.
Why did Meek Mill have a bigger comeback than Soulja Boy?
Oh man, Soulja Boy's 2019 interview is a masterpiece. It all kicks off with Soulja claiming he had the biggest comeback of the year. Now, you know Charlamagne wasn't about to let that slide. He straight up asked, bigger than Tyga? And that's when Soulja lost it. He starts yelling, Tyga, Tyga, the guy who lost his girl to Travis Scott? I mean, come on, how could you not laugh at that? The man was ready to fight anyone who doubted him.
And now, like, I'm back with a vengeance. Every rapper with me. Y'all see Meek Mill post me on his page yesterday. Y'all see Trippie Redd. Y'all see...
Well, hold on, Soulja. A lot of them are laughing at you now.
No, that's cool. No, it's cool because I don't have beef with nobody no more. All publicity is good publicity. Meek Mill, whoever, if they laughing at me, I love it. You know what I'm saying?
But it gets better. Soulja starts listing all his accomplishments, claiming he's the first rapper to do basically everything. I started YouTube. I made all these new rappers possible, he says. Then there's the part where he talks about his $400 million deal, which turns out to be worth way less. His defense? Millions is millions. Like, sure, Soulja, but maybe check your math next time.
Him, because he feel like he had the biggest comeback.
He had the big, yeah.
Of 2018.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I had the biggest comeback.
Not really. I mean,
See, I think it was Meek. I don't think Tiger.
We talking about music. When we talk about what is the industry, music industry. You're a music artist.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So you're not disrespecting me.
And the Compton bit, legendary. Charlemagne's like, you're not from Compton. And Soulja goes, I'm from Bompton. He doesn't even flinch, like he just rewrote geography on the spot. Then came the Drake moment. Charlemagne brings up how Drake's the biggest artist in the world, and Soulja's like, Drake? The dude who copied me? He starts yelling about how he taught Drake everything he knows.
What? Me personally?
Why?
Because he was locked up.
Yes.
Okay, I was locked up too, nigga.
They came up with a #1 record.
The Drake beef.
What single?
What record was #1?
Huh?
What record was #1?
Dangerous.
Look how he
Look
how he crossed
Meek
over.
Mill ain't beef with Chris Brown and was finna box with Floyd Mayweather.
He beef with Drake, the biggest rapper in the world.
The nigga that got bodied by Pusha T? The nigga that hiding his kid from the world, but his world wouldn't hide from the kid? Aubrey Graham in the wheelchair. Drake?
Yes.
From where?
The grassy.
Stop telling me like I ain't teach Drake everything he knows.
Hold on, you taught Drake everything he knows.
The whole interview is chaotic in the best way. Soulja's energy is unmatched. He's cocky, hilarious, and completely unbothered. By the end, you're not even mad at him. You're just entertained. The memes that came out of this interview were gold. And honestly, Soulja proved one thing, and whether you love him or think he's delusional, you can't ignore him. Coming up on number 6 is Desus and Mero versus DJ Envy.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to do a celebrity boxing match with Envy, you know what I'm saying, next week. You know what I mean? It's going to be lit.
I would love that.
Oh my God.
I would love that.
Envy's been taking boxing, FYI.
I had another question on my list for y'all. Hold on, let me read it.
No, he's gonna make it more spicy. Here we go. Texas Pete Charlemagne.
Desus and Mero walk into the Breakfast Club, probably thinking it's just another interview. But DJ Envy, he came prepared with receipts. He immediately confronts them about a joke they made on their show. Apparently, they said Envy's wife was only with him for the money. Now, if you know Envy, you know family is a no-go zone. So yeah, he was heated.
The thing was fantastic. He was a wonderful father. He never failed at that. I really didn't see any red signs.
He's like, damn, you lying as hell. You lying like a motherfucker for me. I appreciate you, queen.
Any red signs. I hired a divorce attorney.
Wow.
I even began to prep my kids. And
how do you prep your kid? Your daddy ain't shit.
Envy was ready to speak his piece.
Talk to him.
Envy.
He did it with the echo shit too. Like, yo, I ain't really cheat.
I felt like a letdown. I felt like a failure. And you know, like I was Rashawn at home, but in the streets I was DJ Envy. So it was two different people. And
I didn't know DJ Envy.
Right. And it was a situation.
Oh, you know them DJ Envy checks though.
What?
I don't know.
Desus and Mero, they look caught off guard. At first, they try to laugh it off, but Envy's not laughing. He's dead serious. You owe my wife an apology, he says, and you can tell he's not budging until they say sorry. So they apologize, kind of. It's one of those half apologies where you can tell they don't really think they did anything wrong.
The joke, Envy,
I don't
for
play
real?
that joke when you talk about my wife.
All right, I apologize then.
You see what I'm saying? You can talk about me all day. You can make jokes to me, but when it comes about my wife and my family, it's a little disrespectful.
Envy will never do another joke about
you.
you.
You should know that. There is no but when it comes to wife and kids. There is no but. You can talk about me all you want, make fun of me all you want, but when it's wife and kids, there is no but.
Look at my Instagram comments. It's
I don't
full
look at
of
your
like,
Instagram comments. I don't look at your shit. I don't talk about my wife and my kids. You can play with that. I don't play with that.
I don't play with that neither,
all right,
but at the end of the day,
it was respecting it.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought we was cool.
I thought we was cool.
I thought it was like a jokey joke.
They apologize.
It's a jokey thing when you joke about
all
me.
right.
You could joke about me.
I did not know that. I did not know that. We have never had this conversation where you were like, your boundaries is here. Don't do this. Don't do this. We're having a conversation right now. You telling me, and now I understand. You telling us you not joking. You will not hear no more jokes about your family, about your kids, about you or nothing.
I talk about Charlemagne. I talk about y'all. I talk about you. But I'll never bring it to your wife and kids regardless.
Okay, cool. You've established that. We understand. We're claro. Boom.
But even after they say sorry, Envy's still pissed. You can see it in his face. He's sitting there, arms crossed, not even trying to hide his frustration. A few minutes later, he just gets up and leaves. Like mid-interview, Desus and Mero are sitting there like, wait, is he serious? Oh, he was serious.
Like you can't. You just don't leave well enough alone, bro.
Which is
Yo, Envy just walked out
here.
here.
I mean, not for nothing. No, we
why?
doing a 5-city tour. So I mean, be sure to check that out. We got Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens, Manhattan, Staten Island.
The whole thing was uncomfortable to watch, but at the same time, you couldn't look away. Some people thought Envy overreacted, while others said he had every right to stand up for his wife. Either way, it was a moment, and let's be real, the tension made for great TV. Desus and Mero handled it like pros, cracking jokes, and trying to keep things light. But you could tell, even they were like, what just happened? If you thought that was wild, wait till you see this.
There's no need for you to open your mouth and then you sitting over there giggling and kikiing.
I don't know who brought it up.
You brought it up.
But I do feel like I was like,
you
I did
brought
say
it up. The fact that you are friends and family of the label, you have to do a job. About me to overshadow my music is what they do.
When K. Michelle stepped into the Breakfast Club in 2014, the tension was palpable from the very start. Angela Yee, one of the show's hosts, had made some comments about K. Michelle's music and her personal life that didn't sit well with the singer. Now, if you've ever seen K. Michelle, you know she doesn't shy away from confrontation. So when she walked in, it was clear she wasn't there for small talk.
And what happened was that situation was ending as I was writing. The first song that I wrote for this album was Maybe I Should Call. Mm-hmm. And that was the very first song. My first studio session for the album, I was really going through that. Maybe I should call, but no, that ain't right as a woman.
It's so hard not to.
K. Michelle immediately called Angela out for what she perceived as disrespectful remarks, and let's be real, Angela wasn't prepared for it. It wasn't just a casual comment either. K. Michelle came out swinging, calling out Angela for being unprofessional and stirring up unnecessary drama. Angela, of course, tried to defend herself, but K. Michelle wasn't having any of it. She didn't let Angela steer the conversation. She was on a mission, and her target was clear. Angela needed to own up to her comments, or at least stop hiding behind them.
Does that? I'm sorry.
Like for Idris, man.
You know what?
That's like Cosby putting you on the Cosby Show.
Regardless of anything, me and him will always have a bond of creativity and a bond of, he just taught me new things that I wasn't used to.
And that's so important, to date somebody that teaches you something that you can learn from.
He would even make fun. You just dating these basketball players,
right.
But
you learning.
I was doing the same thing. The rappers, the best. I wasn't used to a man that got up in the morning and put on Burberry and tight slacks. I wasn't used to that, so it was very new to me, and I appreciate him for that.
Now, the best part of this whole exchange, K. Michelle's ability to maintain control. A lot of times when celebs get upset, they lose their cool and start shouting, but K. Michelle, she kept it calm, composed, but firm. Every word was measured, but it hit hard. Angela couldn't match K. Michelle's energy, and the hosts around them could do nothing but watch as K. Michelle took charge of the interview.
Now, I get why you felt some type of way about that, because, who knows what she cut or what she didn't, but she said she understood, why I reacted like that, because y'all be giving me body counts all the time. You think I want Soulja Boy as a body count?
And one thing I say about
that
you honest.
He did say no, though. He did say no, I didn't.
The fallout from this moment was just as memorable. It was uncomfortable, no doubt, but it was also a moment of sheer power. K. Michelle showed that she wasn't going to let anyone, not even one of the most respected radio hosts in the game, talk down to her. This moment went down as one of the most intense Breakfast Club exchanges, and to this day, people still remember it for the way K. Michelle owned the conversation. Then coming in hot was Fredro Starr's aggression 2014.
This your radio station.
Cause you know why?
This your block, nigga.
You know why? Because I know it was an ambush.
You got ran off your own block.
I don't know what them guys had planned. So I had to get out the way.
You got ran off your own block, man.
If you ever want to see how quickly things can go south in an interview, just look at Fredro Starr's appearance on The Breakfast Club in 2014. Fredro, best known for being part of the legendary hip-hop group Onyx, was there to promote his music and talk about his career. But things quickly got heated when Charlamagne the God brought up a controversial comment Fredro had made in the past about his ex-girlfriend, Brandy.
It happens. It happens to the best of them.
Get pussy sometimes.
Why we got an issue, bro?
Because you brought some shit up that I ain't like, and I don't like that. I ain't no ass nigga.
I ain't say you was.
Now, you know how Charlamagne loves to stir the pot, and he wasn't gonna let a juicy topic like that slide. But he may not have realized just how deep he was about to dig. Fredro's reaction was explosive. He didn't just respond with a little irritation, he went full throttle. His tone shifted and suddenly he was standing up, yelling, and getting in Charlamagne's face. The confrontation went from an innocent question to a full-blown shouting match, and it was uncomfortable to watch.
But you
don't play me like that, nigga.
I don't know what you want me to do.
You can't do nothing. You can't do nothing. That's what I'm saying. You can't do nothing, big man.
The crazy thing is, Charlamagne didn't back down. He stayed calm as he often does in these situations, but you could tell he was visibly uncomfortable. He tried to keep the conversation on track, but Fredro was not interested in being polite or diplomatic. The whole situation felt like one of those moments where you're just waiting for the tension to either die down or escalate into something more physical.
Don't play me, my name is Fredro Starr. Do your Googles, nigga. What you gonna do, nigga? Play me.
Move on.
Let's move on.
Let's move on.
Ask the question if we passed that. Let's get past it.
By the end of it, the tension was still thick in the room. Fredro didn't get a chance to properly cool off, and it left a lasting impact on everyone. The interview never truly recovered from that moment, and it made the whole exchange one of the more intense and memorable in the Breakfast Club's history. Fredro Starr might have walked away feeling like he won that round, but it left the Breakfast Club with a legacy of unpredictable moments. Which brings us to the classic Ray J rant, 2011. Ray J's heated rant on the Breakfast Club in 2011 is the stuff of legends. It all started with Ray J calling into the show following an altercation with Fabulous in Las Vegas. Now, if you know anything about Ray J, you know he doesn't hold back when he's upset. And this time, the man was absolutely fuming. He called into the show, and from the get-go, it was clear that he was not in the mood for a calm, professional conversation.
You know, I was
Shout out
actually,
to Drake.
It was actually all of the girls, you know, we were all having dinner, and then me and him weren't really talking.
Yeah, we was rocky then.
Hold on, you went to Drake's house?
Ray J went on a full-on, expletive-laden tirade, yelling about how things had been blown way out of proportion in the media. He wasn't just mad at Fabulous, he was mad at the whole industry and everyone who had made his situation a bigger deal than it was. It's like he just needed to let it all out, and the Breakfast Club became the place for him to do it. He started attacking Charlamagne, blaming him and the media for making his life a mess. It was all over the place, and you could hear the frustration in his voice.
Were they ever like...
It though, like when I first went over there, her grandma was on me, like right in my face before I even walked in. She was like, listen, I need to holler at you. Let's talk about the pool scene.
Grandma said, I need to holler at you.
Not like. She said, can I speak to you for a moment? And then I looked at one of her friends and she said, ooh, you in trouble? I went in the back and she was like, let's talk about the pool scene. Let's talk about certain stuff I seen on TV. Let me know. I had to explain.
But the part that really made this rant go viral, Ray J started talking about his success, listing off his cars, his homes, and the luxurious life he was living. It felt like he was desperately trying to remind everyone of his place in the game, and you couldn't help but feel like the whole thing was spiraling out of control. It became a mix of frustration and bragging, and the more Ray J went off, the more it felt like a bizarre combination of an emotional breakdown and a flex.
Look at it as God telling you how to make adjustments and how to get better.
Listen, how hard is it in the business? Because, like, you know, you're doing all of this stuff like with the television, but when the Love and Hip Hop airs, that might have been shot months ago. So you might be in a whole nother headspace.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what's going on right now.
To these networks?
Well,
like, that ain't me no more?
No, I got great relationships with the networks, and every show I do is always number one for the network. Like, I haven't put out a show that wasn't number one for the network.
By the time the rant ended, Ray J had gone viral again. His rant turned into a pop culture moment and people couldn't stop talking about it. The entire situation became a defining moment in his career, and it turned into memes, reactions, and everything in between. Whether Ray J was in the right or wrong, one thing's for sure, he definitely made a mark. And we saved the best for last. Tyrese's emotional breakdown.
I was sitting there quiet, letting Rev get all of his out. You know what I'm saying?
I had nervous energy.
Nino Brown stabbed the educated brother from the bank, Genuine in the hand.
Oh, stop it.
Man, when Tyrese came on The Breakfast Club in 2017, it wasn't for the usual promotional stuff. No album, no movie role, just straight up real life drama. He was going through a nasty custody battle with his ex-wife, and things were getting heated. You could tell from the moment he stepped in that he wasn't in the best place emotionally. The whole interview started off fine, but it didn't take long before Tyrese started breaking down, sharing deeply personal details about what he was dealing with.
And you were having real conversation with your girls, pause, and you're talking about stuff that's happening at the house that you're disappointed in.
You could feel the weight of it in his voice as he talked about his daughter and the toll the legal battle was taking on him. He was crying, trying to keep it together, but it was obvious that the stress was really getting to him. It wasn't just about the public eye, it was about his family, his life, and what was happening behind closed doors. Watching him get so emotional was tough because while he was trying to hold it together, the pain was clear.
Now, for me, when he says I don't judge and I don't sit on the throne throwing stones at anybody, it just means that wherever you are in your spiritual journey with your relationship with Christ, or whatever your religious beliefs are, that's where you're at. I'm not throwing stones either.
The hosts, DJ Envy, Charlamagne, and Angela Yee, didn't really know how to handle it at first. They tried to offer support, asking the right questions, trying to keep the conversation going without overstepping, but you could see they were a little uncomfortable too. I mean, this was real raw emotion, and it wasn't like Tyrese was just talking about drama or gossip. This was about his daughter, his family. There's only so much you can say when someone's in that much pain, and it felt like the atmosphere in the room shifted from an interview to a therapy session